Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Maria Martin, the CEO and founder of Optim Consulting. We pride ourselves for having iGrowSuccess, the series of digital interviews and articles that allow us to communicate and recognize all those individuals that through the years have been building a successful career with hard work, commitment, and passion for what they do. In today's interview, we continue with our Women Empowerment Edition, proudly recognizing the talented and passionate Vanessa Valentin as our Women in Arts 2021 Awards. Please join me in congratulating and welcoming Vanessa. Hello, Vanessa.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
We're so excited to have you.
And I am so excited to be here. Thank you for allowing me to share my story.
Thank you. Actually, we are, not only excited to share your story, but also we know that you have a special talent that our audience is going to not only see, but also understand more about how you do it and how you're going to be helping other people to continue reaching their maximum potential and their talents. So the first question is how you got here and how you actually has the ability to find the potential of all these kids and sometimes adults that not necessarily they see that they have talent and you find them. So what is the magic? Tell us.
I think what I've come to realize is that we have many gifts, not just one. And the problem is we don't take enough time to pay attention to those little things that can actually grow into something great. And what I've learned as a teacher is that our role is so important. We are not just teachers. We are observers. We're listeners. We're motivators. And it's our job to see the potential in others. And when you do, and you start to, help that student understand what's so special about them. What is it that naturally comes great within them? That grows. And when it grows, the confidence grows. And when you start to grow with confidence and love and self-understanding and self-awareness, it is limitless what the possibilities lead to.
But once again, sometimes, what you're saying is, it's magic. Because at the end, it looks like it's easy, but it's not. And I think that you have, a certain methodology or something that you are using that maybe can be your legacy, right? Because at the end, I've seen, other teachers that not necessarily have all that skills that you just said. And I truly believe that you can be actually an inspirational teacher to other teachers to follow.
Thank you, Maria. I really appreciate that recognition. I've actually been asked over the years, how is it that I do what I do? How is it that I see what I see? And so what I've actually been working on recently is putting together a whole masterclass series.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
So that I can share my methodology with others, so that they can share that with their students and with anybody else, because it doesn't just have to be children. I mean, I think we can all benefit from it. I think there's not enough empowerment and support in this world, and that's what I want to make sure that I'm leaving behind, a way for others to easily support one another, see potential in others, and help each other elevate.
And that is so amazing.
Thank you.
And you know why? Because once again, if today you are helping, a community, imagine that you can replicate that exponentially. You're gonna grow, and actually you're gonna make all these, new communities more successful and happy, because they're gonna have that experience of understanding that every person in this world has a talent, and they can recognize it and they can value it. Absolutely. That's amazing. But I can understand that it's a lot of work, right?
100%.
So how can you balance all that amazing work with your family and with your life?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, it has not been an easy
I can imagine.
Challenge for me. It's actually one of the things I struggle with the most. I love what I do. I love helping others, and I'm really passionate about it. But what I've learned is that when you take time to reflect, it gives you the opportunity to look at things from an outside perspective and really put things into focus. And when I'm able to do that, I give myself the time to make choices with, better clarity, reminding myself of what's important to me in my life. And that's how I do it. So when I take that time, it gives me the opportunity to really say, okay, how important is this? And how important is this? And how can I, manage the both together? But it's a never-ending, battle. It's a never-ending process. I'm constantly working on it. But I think the key was for me to find the time. I actually had to schedule it in my schedule.
So do you have like a journal? How much time you actually define as a me time?
So not a lot, but what I have found that works for me, and you have to find what works for you, because
of course,
for everybody it's different.
Yes.
But for me, what worked was when everybody in the house was asleep. So when everyone at home is asleep.
So it's like 5 a.m. or something like that?
No, actually, I'm very fortunate. My kids and my family don't get up till about 8:30.
Okay, that's great.
But I get up at 7, and what I do is I make my tea. I enjoy tea and breakfast.
Okay.
I make that by myself, and that's my me time. And as I'm sitting there enjoying my tea and enjoying my breakfast, I'm sitting there reflecting. I'm really thinking about, what's going on right now. What are the things that, I have to do? What are the things that I haven't had enough
Did you
time
write it down?
towards? I write it down after. So I give myself time to just really feel and evaluate.
Okay.
And once I've done that and made those reflections, then I'm like, okay, I'm ready to make some decisions. And then I start to write those things down. And that's what really helps me keep it balanced, We're not always going to be perfect at it, but we can keep getting better, and we can keep it at least afloat,
Absolutely. Vanessa, our audience will love to hear one piece of advice you wish someone had told you at the start of your career.
Okay, I have a few.
Oh, that's nice. Share.
The first thing I would say is really prioritize your values.
Of course.
Know what's important to you. I would also say recognize your worth. You need to know what is great about you so that you can go ahead and use all of those strengths with confidence. Embrace who you are and make time to connect.
And that last point that you just mentioned, it's so important. Nowadays, we don't have time, to collaborate, to share, to actually celebrate, like we're doing today with iGrowSuccess, celebrating your success and collaborating with other people, just sharing your story and inspiring other people actually to follow you.
Definitely. I think even just a little bit of time, with someone that inspires you, connecting with your community, connecting with a neighbor, anyone. When we do that, our creative juices just start flowing and ideas just start spewing. So I think it's one of the most important things that we have to remind ourselves to take the time to do.
Thank you for sharing. We love it. And our last question, a little bit controversial, is from your perspective in a male-dominated industry, what does the future of women in arts look like this 2021?
I see women in the arts as limitless, breaking more boundaries and using all of the things that we have learned, that we've struggled with, putting that into our artistry.
That's amazing. Well, Vanessa, thank you very much for being with us, for sharing your amazing story. We're gonna have, of course, any other, interviews with you, because at the end you have so much to share. So thank you again for being not only nominated, but also our Women in Arts Awards 2021.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Vanessa.